This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Aunt and Uncle Studios of Arizona, UFC 268, Usman versus Covington 2, Namajunas versus Zhang 2, Fight Week, Baby Hulk, Edir Terry, live with the MMA-Holes. Yeah, baby.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome to the Wednesday show. We have a jam-packed show for you tonight as we are in UFC 268 Fight Week.
Yep.
A lot of stories to get to throughout. We'll sprinkle it throughout the show. We have two guests coming on. Baby Hulk coming on, the internet phenom sensation from StreetBeefs, the champion. And we have Edir Terry from XMMA 3. Excited to talk to Edir tonight. Jesse, how are you?
Wonderful, wonderful, Mons. How are you?
I am wonderful, wonderful. And let's not keep our guests waiting over here. I watched this fight back, Jesse, and I got to say, as this fight progressed, my man started dominating like crazy. XMMA 3, we showed it on our channel. Let's show the person, the first guest, Edir Terry, live on the channel. Let's go, baby! Welcome, Edir Terry, to the show.
How you doing, guys?
Well, we like to say wonderful, wonderful. That's our slogan over here on the MMA-Holes Live. And it's a pleasure to have you on off a nice win, nice victory. I sat through the fight again. I was watching this, and as the fight progressed, my man started getting super serious about this thing. Talk about this fight, XMMA 3. I noticed, if I'm not mistaken, this opponent came in on short notice?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about this, but they changed the fight about, I would say, about 2 weeks and a half. And I find out that he was already training for another fight, which is the same day. But over there in Canada, the show got canceled. And everyone that was in the show, basically, they had to cancel everything. So this guy, his teammate, it was the guy that I was going to fight. And what happened is I find out the day of the fight the guy could not fight me because one of his family members died 2 weeks and a half notice. And that's when I find out. And they gave it to a teammate. The teammate was already training for another fight already for 2 months. So he was already in camp for 2 months and a half. Then I find out who I was going to fight, which is Tyler. 2 weeks and a half notice, and they told me, Edir, this is a guy that we got for you. And one of my masters called me, and I was running that day, and he called me, and I said, you know what, let me call him back when I finish running. I'm gonna call him back and see was going on. And that's when I find out. Master told me, hey, we got some good news and bad news. Bad news is that the opponent that you're fighting is not fighting anymore. They didn't give us the reason why. And then the good news is we found you another fighter, which is from the same team, and he was already getting ready for another fight. So we're gonna get him now. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, Master, whatever you guys decide, let's go for it. You know, I believe in you guys. You guys know what you're doing. You know, I'm here to train and get ready.
That's got to really mess with your head, man. You're getting ready for a fight. You don't know who the heck you're fighting, and then they just throw you in there and say, all right, let's go. How do you stay focused for a fight like this?
All right, put it to you this way. Through my entire career, that had happened to me many times before. I believe about 5 or 6 times where they switch my opponent about 3 or 4 weeks notice. As always end up finding whatever reason they end up quitting on me, or something happened, or they give an excuse, or always something. So I end up switching on my opponent. So for this particular one, it did not bother me because I'm very strong here, and I train a lot of my mindset when it comes to stuff like this, because I don't want it to get bothered and this gets to me. Bottom line is this, the only thing that threw me off a little bit, because I was training with a lot of my teammates for this guy that was a lefty. So I was training for over 2 months and a half, for especially against lefty guys, because this guy was lefty. And then when I find out literally 2 weeks and a half notice, the other guy was a righty. So everything was kind of like a little different. So I had to switch my style, my timing, my movement, and everything. That kind of like threw me off a little bit. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I've been fighting and I've been training so much with righties that this is just naturalistic for me. I'm gonna keep the same game plan, and I'm gonna do the same thing. The only thing I'm just gonna be careful, because this guy has a little bit different style from the guy before.
That's pretty interesting. And it kind of makes sense now, because when I was watching that first round, it looked like you were downloading the information. Like you were trying to feel out your opponent here to say, okay, this is how I'm going to take care of the situation. Come second round, it was a whole different fight, I noticed. Is that what you were doing in the first?
Yeah, like at the beginning, I don't know if you noticed, in my cornerman, I have 2 big guys. Well, I got my 2 master, which is Daniel and Cesar. Those are both of my master right there. But I also got 2 other fighters that also they're my cornermen, which it was Danny Chavez, UFC featherweight, and also Miguel Baez, which is welterweight, UFC. So both of them, they told me a specific thing, you know, I did, let's do this at the beginning of the round. Especially Miguel, he told me, you know what, let's take about a minute and a half, study him, use a little bit of fake, and use a little bit of feinting to see how he's going to react. Because remember, this guy's a little bit different from the fighter that we've been training before. So we kind of had to see the timing of him, to see if he's going to react with the takedown, he's going to react with the strike, he's going to react. Let's play with that game. Either way, you got 3 rounds, so let's focus on the first round and study him very well. And that's what I did, you know. I listened to my cornermen, obviously I listened to my master too, and I was listening to them because they were really, they got the chance to really sit down with me and kind of like see a little bit of the new guy, and kind of notice like what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do. You know, like in 2 weeks and a half, you're not going to be able to make a master plan, you know, but you kind of have a little bit of an idea. Okay, you know, this is what he likes to do, this is what he doesn't like to do. Let's try to keep up away from the strong side of him.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just jumping in, we're live with Edir Terry. He fought at XMMA number 3. That was live on our channel. It was a very entertaining fight. Went 3 rounds. I'm going to show some stuff from the fight, but I did notice MMA Masters, and this didn't click when we were watching the fight, but I see you train over there, and someone from MMA Masters is fighting this Saturday, Colby Covington, your teammate. Yeah. You train with this guy?
That's my brother right there. That guy is a beast. As an animal, you know, and I'm not saying it because he's my teammate. That's one of the few guys that I can say, you know, like we have a lot of animals in the gym. We have guys with big names and guys that are legitimate. But this guy in particular, he takes the cake because the way he trains, the mindset. He looks like it's like a machine. Like you put a machine, you turn it on, and it's like the guy just go forward. It's like, God damn, this guy never gets tired. Like, what's wrong with this guy? It's like, bro, he's not okay here. Because it's like, bro, he's just moving forward. I'm like, bro. So that's inspire you as a fighter, you know, because, you know, I'm training hardcore and I'm pushing myself hardcore. But when I see him like pushing himself at the same time, it's like, wow, you know, like, you know what I'm doing is not good enough. I gotta push it. So it's a motivation to see him, you know, and I'm very happy for this Saturday. I mean, I cannot wait for that fight.
It's a big opportunity. The first fight was electric. That was some fire fight, and this Saturday it should be more of the same here. Colby Covington left American Top Team, came over to MMA Masters, and he said in recent interviews saying that this gym here gives him undivided attention, unlike the other gyms over at American Top Team where they have all these crazy superstar athletes over there. American MMA Masters, a whole different situation over there. When he came in, were you guys nervous? Like, were you there before Colby? Were you like, oh my God, what's going on with this guy?
It's funny, you know, it's funny that you said that. Actually, he was already there by the time that I got there.
Okay.
I was in another gym, and I already heard rumors that he was already going there, but it wasn't official yet at that point. he was already training there, but it wasn't official that he already left the gym, ATT. And once I got there, he was already getting comfortable with the masters. And I noticed that it was very different training with him compared to the team. And then I would say like about a month later, no, less than a month, few weeks, that's when I got in there, and that's when I was getting serious with the team, because I did a switch too. And I realized that I said like, all right, you know, this guy is gonna be part of the team. And when we all figure out, it's like, okay, that's cool, bro. Like, we got a big name, you know. We have big names in the gym, but that's a big name right there. So I was like, oh, that's really good. And it's funny because I thought at the beginning when I didn't know him, you know. I know him from the TV and all that this stuff. I like, bro, I kind of don't like him, you know, that much. You know, I don't know much about him, you know. But once I got the chance to actually talk to him, I sit down with him and we just start speaking. I'm like, bro, you know, like all the things that they talk about him and all these things, that's BS, because, you know, it's a persona. As a fighter, we all have a persona that we have to show outside when we do a TV. You know, some people like to do it, the how you said this, the angry one. Some other, they try to be the cocky one. The other one, they kind of be the funny one, you know. But once you get deeper, you know, and get a chance to talk to them, it's a different story.
Yeah.
It's a really, really different story.
Yeah, we get that vibe from Colby. It's like, this is like a WWE wrestling shtick that he's doing here, trying to sell fights, correct?
Yeah. You know, it's funny, you know, that I'm very traditional type of guy. You know, you see me, I'm very, I'm more about Bushido code. I like to follow the samurai rules. So everything that I do with respect. So when I kind of like hit with people like that, it's kind of like, to me, I don't get along with it.
Sure.
But right away, we met each other, you know, the first day we clicked right away. It was like, wow, you know, like, this is just completely different for what the people or the TV is trying to show up, you know. And as more that I got the chance to talk to him more and more deeper, how he thinks about things, how he trains, why he does what he does, it's like, bro, okay, now you make more sense.
Sure.
And the best part about him is he's a super humble guy. Like, it doesn't matter, like, he makes money, like crazy money. And that honestly doesn't change him. Like, his personality is a completely different story. As a person, super humble guy, you know, like he has like a normal, like another teammate, like another person in the room, like it's all good.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. I literally just saw this when I saw the MMA Masters thing. I put two and two together. I was like, oh, that's right. You guys must train together. What about that legendary bedroom cardio that he has? I mean, everyone talks about this. He's one with the ladies. Is he that's where he gets the cardio from, the bedroom?
Well, I don't know about that, but I would tell you, like, when it comes to strength conditioning, like, we have our coach, which is Jonathan. He's our main strength conditioning guy. Like, he put us through hell. Sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, every day I had to, like, mentally program myself, like, oh crap, what are these guys gonna bring to the table? And I seen Kobe, you know, training with him too, you know, and I was like, bro, like, this guy, I'm doing the same thing. And I see this guy, I'm like trying to push it, and then this guy just do not stop. Wow. And I'm like, sometimes we slow down a little bit, he just pick it up. And I was like, what? Hell no. So it's kind of like a competition, because it's like you're trying to keep up with the best in the group. So it's like a push it back and forth. But when it comes to the cardio, like, legitimate, personally, in my opinion, I don't think there's nobody in the gym that keep up the conditioning that he keeps up. Like, there's some here and there guys that push it for a moment and they keep at the same level like him, but at the moment that he just pushes the pressure, it's just like he just continue going up.
It's amazing.
He doesn't stop.
It really is
crazy. Like, crap, wow.
It's every fight. It's he doesn't get tired. The guy he's just nonstop, like the Terminator, coming forward. What do you think about this weekend? We'll get off Colby after this, but this weekend, Kamaru Usman, the rematch. I know you guys, you know, your teammates and everything like that, but what is your unbiased opinion?
My personal opinion as a fighter, I believe if he mix it up, it's gonna be a different fight. I believe that he's a different striker. That's for sure, because I've been watching him. He's been training with Master Caesar, and he has a head movement that he didn't have before, that he did not learn in ATT. He has a footwork that he did not learn in ATT. He's a more explosive guy when it comes to more angles. And I'm speaking as a striker, because I'm a striker. I come from a striking background. And the way that he put his fluence striking with the style of Master Caesar, which is he comes from capoeira, and he has developed that kickboxing style, but capoeira style too. and his boxing is really good. Now, his wrestling has always been good. His jiu-jitsu is amazing because now he's learning from Master Daniel, which is a badass jiu-jitsu guy and also judoka. Now, when it comes to the wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and judo, he has it like locked down. Me, in my personal opinion, I believe that if he can mix it up, doing the wrestling, do the sweeps of judo that he does all the time at the gym, and strike and put the pressure on Usman, I believe that he can smother him. Because I seen Usman getting tired when somebody wrestled. Nobody wrestled him, and the few times that he had wrestled, you can see that he started breathing hard. And the one thing that I know for a fact that Colby can do and pull the pressure is with the cardio. And believe in his cardio, because his cardio is crazy. And he can pull the pressure with the wrestling, mix it up with the strike. There's going to be a different story. Plus, we're working on other things that I cannot talk about it. You just got to wait.
What's the secret sauce? I want to know. We need to know all the details, right, Jesse? The secret sauce to the victory. All right, so there's other bags of there's other things in his bags of tricks, right?
He has a lot of things that he haven't showed yet. He didn't show in his last fight, and now that we're working, we've been seeing that he's been working. So definitely, you're gonna see a different Colby. This is what we call Colby 2.0.
Interesting. Oh no, she doesn't believe it. Well, that's a story for another time, right, Jess? I mean, listen. We may have money on the other guy. I'm just putting it out there. Nothing against Colby. Just may have money on the other guy. So anyway, let's get back to you now, ladies and gentlemen. Edir Terry's here live on the MMA-Holes from XMMA 3. Has a nice win under his belt over here, and I want to just show something really quick. There are two things that really stood out, and it's kind of interesting that you say that you're a striker at heart, right? Like that's where you came from, striking. But this fight went to the ground. And I want you to walk us through this because I don't know what the hell I'm looking at sometimes. I just like watching people beat each other up. I see you on side control over here. Let's get a little into this here. We're gonna go into the scene. Okay, this is in the second round. All right, you're on top of your opponent over here, Mr. Terry, doing some work. Now I'm gonna play this through. If you can tell me what's going through your mind, what is happening in this situation with a minute 23 left.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, that's when I throw him down with a multi-sweep, and I tried to control him, and I took it back. I remember Sensei was screaming, take the back. And that's when I went for it, taking the back. And if you notice, that's when he tried to roll me to the side, so that's when I end up getting the second hook. At the moment, that's when I hear one of my teammates, Danny Chavez, and he tells me, all right, I need you to put the body locks. And that's when I switch it up, and you can see the body like that, the body triangle. Now, so at that point, he was already done.
So
like, he couldn't.
I'm sorry, I apologize. So now he's squirming around over here. He's trying to like fight the hands and the whole deal. What is your logic here in this situation? Like, I just got to get this neck, Are you thinking, okay, what's next? If he rolls or if he does something else here, are you on to the next move, or are you just going for the neck here?
Oh, no, at that point, I was already thinking about getting his neck. Okay. And it's funny that you bring that up because I did actually have a talk with him after the fight. He came to me and we were talking about it. And he told me, hey, bro, I literally got saved by the bell. You would have like about 3 to 5 more seconds, I would have tapped out. Because he was already getting choked out because I heard him. He was doing that little noise when somebody gets choked. That So...
What does that feel like? This position over here, what does that feel like? You got the man, like you really do, and he did get saved by the bell, from what I remember as well. What is going through your mind? Like, I got you, motherfucker. Like, what are you thinking here?
Oh, at that moment I was like, oh, I got you now. You ain't going nowhere. And I saw the time, and I was like, I hear my other teammate, which is Miguel Baez. He said, you got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Take your time. Take a moment. You got 20 seconds. So that's when I tried to follow. He grabbed my hand. So this is what a lot of people don't know. This is what we call the short choke, which is basically you grab the shoulder and you try to crank the neck to the other side. And that's what I'm doing. I don't know if in that angle you cannot see it because he's holding my left hand, but I'm choking him out with the right hand. You can see his face, how he's getting right now, really, really red.
Yeah, he looks messed up here.
When I go, you can see that he catches his breath right there. So he didn't even get up because he was catching his breath at the point.
That's pretty interesting over there. See, I like this. This is actually the first time XMMA is working with us, so we get to show their content over here. And it's actually fascinating hearing what's going through your mind as this is transpiring. So now we going into the third round, you got to feel pretty good, right? Were you fatigued? Was your adrenaline pumping? What's your thoughts going into the third now?
Not really. Like I was kind of like already like in the game. I was like, bro, this guy came to fight. Like he's not gonna give up, because I got the choke and this guy did not tap. So I was like in my head, all right. Good thing that I did not gas myself out. I didn't gas myself out with the arms, because some people, like when they're trying to finish, you know, if you don't get the submission, what happens is that your arm, your entire forearm, they get numb. So if you don't finish the submission and then you go to a second and third round, you don't have a good recovery, what's going to happen is that you're not going to have your hands up. Your hands are going to be down here, and then that's when the punches are coming. I don't know if you remember the third fight, then I just started with my hands up right away, because I knew that this guy was going to come and he probably going to capitalize with that I tried to finish him. And he's like, okay, he might be tired a little bit. So that's what I went for, you know. I tried to stay consistent with the strike, but then again, you know, I saw opening on the takedown, because that's what my master told me, you know, Edir, you know what? We have better fighting, easier to just take him down than just keep him standing up. We know that we can beat him standing up, but why are we going to put him right now in a position where he feel kind of like comfortable, even then that he's a grappler? And that's another thing I did not know about him. He's actually a legitimate grappler and a good wrestler. And the fact that I wrestle and I grapple a guy that is really good at it on his arsenal, that makes me happy, you know, because I don't come from a grappling background. I don't come from a wrestling background. I just wrestle and grapple a lot, and I like to strike. And doing that to him, that actually makes me happy. I want the finish. Yeah, that's why I'm not so happy about it, and I talk about it in other interviews, you know. But I'm happy with my performance enough.
Sure. Now we're live with Edir Terry, XMMA 3. We're talking about his fight against Mr. Wilson, who is very game coming into this thing. There was a sequence at the end of the third round, and we've seen this a lot in situations. A lot of fights that we watch, we catch this. Basically, two fighters attacking the heel, going for the foot. This is actually a pretty interesting exchange between you guys. So what's going on here? You're all tangled up on the mat, rolling around. What are you trying to get here?
Yeah, this is before I took his back in a side control, and my sensei told me that, hey, you should ground and pound him. But I went and I hooked his leg. I've been training this technique in particular in my gym, but I haven't been throwing it that much. So I decided, you know what? I got 30 seconds, so I'm just going to go for the kill. So I went, I hooked it up. He stopped me when I was going to roll, so I roll again. And once I roll, he flipped over me. So technically, this is a submission that it goes by versa. It can go either way, but whoever does it first. If I do it first and I lock it down my legs and I put the leg first, I got the chance. So the submission becomes more to me. It's kind of like a 60-40 at that point. So if you see, I'm already getting the arm and the legs with my two arms. So I was already having the pressure better than him. And he was just pushing my leg because he was trying to release the pressure. So that's why he was defending it. But now, that's another thing too that we were talking about it at the end of the fight. He came to me too, and he also told me, you know, hey, did you hear my knee pop? And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he goes to me, yeah, my knee pop when you got me in a cast slicer. I'm like, for real? I like, honestly, I didn't even hear, bro. I was so with the adrenaline on top of me. I was just trying to finish you, honestly, you know, like not disrespecting anything. I was just trying to go for the finish. And I was just at the moment I was just trying to finish the submission. And he goes to me, no, bro, my knee popped.
Oh wow!
And when you got me, my knee popped. I'm like, oh crap. And I was like, okay, cool. Good thing, you know, like, I'm always humble and I'm very respectful with all my fighters. You know, I'm never gonna disrespect them. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it is a combat sport. But at the end of the day, there's a respect. You know, like I said at the beginning, I have the samurai mentality. You know, I'm a guy trying, and if you beat me, you know, I'm still gonna respect you no matter what. You know, but somebody has to win and somebody has to lose.
Absolutely. And you won. You took it away 2 in a row over here. XMMA 3. What could you say about XMMA 3? Is this your first time competing with XMMA, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, it's actually my first show that I did with them. Actually, we have I believe either 1 or 2 teammates that fought with them at the beginning, like the first time they were going at it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the first show, the second show, I don't remember. And I was already following them with that. I was like, okay, cool. This show is doing their thing. And then when I heard that they were coming down to Florida, and then I heard the call, I was like, hey, they need a 135. I was like, hey, sign me in right now. So I don't have nothing going on. So I'm a free agent right now. So let's do it.
That's awesome.
So it was really cool. I like it. You know, they're very professional. Man, they're very, very organized. I mean, I like everything. You know, like honestly, you know, for being the third, the fourth show, they did a lot of things really, really nice. So can't complain.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We've been with them since show number 1, and we're shocked. Like, we've seen other organizations, you know, 20 fights in, can't even do half the things that what XMMA is doing over here. They're really looking. They take care of the fighters. It seems like they put on a great show for the fans, and it's free. It's unbelievable. Like fighters get to see this stuff for free. It's wild.
Yeah, that's why, you know, when I heard that, I was like, oh, wow, people were actually watching me through social media. And I believe they have the Facebook Live, I think, when they were going that. I'm not sure. It was something on YouTube. I don't remember how it was, but people actually were hitting me up through social media telling me, bro, that fight was good. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, how you guys saw me? Like, you're not here.
That's funny.
So
yeah, it was on that weird show, the MMA-Holes. I haven't really watched them much, but I hear they're good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. Edir, it's exciting to have you here. Just a couple more questions. Maybe we'll grab something from the chat as well. So now what is next here? You're on a 2-fight win streak. Would you like to fight for XMMA again? Do you see other organizations down the road?
Honestly, you know, like the way I see it is like there's certain things that I cannot talk about it because there's some plans that I'm doing with the Masters, the way that they're projecting me with the next 6 months. I don't care about the promotion, honestly. All I want to do is fight. Mm-hmm. I want to fight the best fighters, you know, and the promotion. I mean, as MMA, they're really good for me. And I would love to compete for them again. If they want me to compete for them, I don't have a problem with it. When it comes to other shows, I mean, honestly, I don't have a problem with any other shows right now. But at the end of the day, my number one goal, and then a lot of people know, is the UFC. And I'm already in the lookout for that, and that's my main priority right now. That's my ultimate goal at the end of the day. I already have good finishes and good wins over a couple of guys that are already in the UFC right now. So that puts a lot of power on my name right now at this point. So right now, that's what I'm waiting. I'm just waiting to get at least one more win, and a big win, because I just don't want to win just to win. I want to win really, really, like, spectacular, because they're gonna, once they see that, you know, and they see the way that I am, you know, an exciting fighter, you know, definitely they're gonna give the call, and that's what I'm looking for.
8-4-0 professional fighter. It seems like you're on a good winning streak over here. Perhaps the Contender Series, or would you do like the Ultimate Fighter? Would you be open for something like that? Yeah,
definitely. You know, that's what we're just waiting. We're just waiting for that call. Like I said, you know, like right now, the Master, they just telling me, you know, all we need is one more fight and one big win, you know, because win, yes, we get the win. That's not a problem. But they want to get a good win and a big win, you know, because that's what they want. They want exciting fighters. That's a good thing about me, at least. I can say that I'm a exciting fighter when it comes to fight. You know, I'm a show. You know, I'm a sell myself when it comes to be a fighter. You know, I'm excited, and I said it from day one, since the day one that I started this career. The day that I become a boring fighter, that's the day I'm gonna retire. Simple. And my goal is, you know, like not only fight for me, but I fight for the fans. You know, I fight for the legacy. And that's what I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build a legacy that when people talk about my name or they refer about me, saying, oh, Edir Terry, oh, you remember that guy, Bellico? Man, that guy was a beast.
Well, there you go. Well, now you're on the MMA-Holes, so you're an instant superstar right now. I mean, people are going to be, you're going to be pictures, autographs. You're not going to be able to leave the house anymore.
I'm going to be like this. That's not me, though. That's my twin. That's it.
I mean, panties are going to be thrown at you. Are you married, or do you have a girlfriend? What's going on in your personal life?
No. Right now, I'm not married. I'm literally just focusing on my career and my career only. I'm doing my business, you know. I'm an entrepreneur. I am talking to somebody right now, but I'm taking things slowly, because at the end of the day, like to me, it's very important. My career is very important to me. My business is very important to me. I want to be able to be settled in where I can feel comfortable that I say, you know what, that's it. I don't want to do this anymore. I can retire without no problem. And that's what I'm trying to build that right now, because I know for a fact, as an athlete, we all have a timer, and our time is clicking. So right now, that's what I'm trying to do. If you don't see me fighting, I'm always focusing on my business, trying to build my business, increasing my business, and then once it comes to a fight, then I become a fighter, So right now, I'm off season. So right now, I'm focusing on my business.
I tell you, it's tough, man. Juggling a relationship and a job like what you're doing right now, it's got to be incredibly tough. I mean, there's got to be a ton of temptation. Are you in Miami? Like, where are you living at?
I'm located in Miami, Florida.
Oh, okay. So, the women there, Jesse, earmuffs. But the women there are knockouts, for God's sakes.
This is interesting.
Well,
say more.
Keep me away from Miami, Jesse. My eyes will be all over the place. No, but I'm saying, how do you stop the temptation here?
Hey, just when I say, I think somebody is sleeping on the couch today.
He's going full blown over here. No fucks given. But whatever
I'm
you
trying
want.
to lead him down this road. Let me go here.
You need a big couch. I have a big couch here.
Yeah, I'm staying by you. Oh man, I'm visiting. Oh man, we'll hit the town, but it would have to be on during a camp for sure. Anyway, so all right, so you got your head on straight. That's good to know. And I noticed, especially when you were the post-fight interview, you were thanking your mentors and your masters and the whole deal. Very respectful human being. Have you had a troubled past, or were you always this nice of a guy?
Okay, let's put it this way. I started martial art when I was 15, and I was really going through a role in my life that to be honest with you, martial art saved my life, literally. And I started with karate, Shotokan karate. And back then, there was no MMA school, there was no kickboxing or Muay Thai school over here in Miami. So it was really hard for me because I started with all these movies like Bruce Lee movies, Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. So I was looking at all these styles and I was like, oh my God, I want to learn that stuff. I always fight since I was little. Not because I wanted to, because there were just people that were looking trouble to me, because I was more like the quiet guy. I was like more the quiet guy that stay in the corner, mind my own business, and people will always look for me, they try to bully me. And it got to a point that I decided to go to karate and find a school, and this first sensei that I had, he was very like military style and very old school Japanese style of karate, and he taught me all the rules. Besides he teach me how to fight. He teach me the mentality of how you supposed to live a life. That's what we call the Bushido code. And Edir, you're not only living this life over here because you come to the gym and you do this here, but once you get out, you're supposed to be the same guy. You're not gonna be like that guy only in the gym, but then when you get out, you're a complete different guy. No, you have to live this. This is lifestyle. You have to follow the rule, and all these things that you do is 24/7, 365 days of the year, and you have to be able to do this every single day. This is a thing that you have to be able to build yourself and grow out of this. You're gonna sooner or later you're gonna see that things that you're doing, there's not gonna be that great, and it's gonna take you to places that you don't want to go. And little by little, he was influenced me until I got to a point that I started competing. I did really good in karate. I became a champion in regional, state, even World Cup. And then I decided to continue moving forward, and I ended up switching out to the MMA. So I came with a background of martial art mentality, traditional respect, honor, loyalty. And I keep that into the day right now. Like to this day, thank God, I'm grateful for this. I got 2 black belts, but I still believe myself as a white belt. At the end of the day, I feel like myself, like I'm still white belt in this sport.
Incredibly, it's an interesting story. Very interesting how you can use this as a tool to make yourself a better person. It's pretty wild. I need I need to get my ass kicked, man. I really do. It's going
Well,
to
you
straighten
need
me out.
something, that's for sure.
I'll be there. MMA Masters, you got an extra spot over there? I might have to. Anyway, go ahead,
Hey,
Jeff.
Was that?
You're more than welcome. If you're coming down to Miami, you guys are more than welcome to come to the gym. You know, just hit me up, you know, and I'm telling you, like, the doors are open for you guys.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, now you open the door. I'm like a vampire. I'm going to come in and bite everybody. We're going to bring the whole
Now
show.
I can say I've trained with the Manimal and I've trained over at this gym in Florida.
Yeah, we in New York. We came from New York. Now we're in Arizona, so we're gonna dabble with what's it called? What's the name of the gym over there? I don't even remember. What the hell's the name of it? Oh, the lab, MMA lab over here. It's our neighbor. But in New York, we're actually good friends with Ray Longo and the people at Law MMA, Ally Quinta, you know, all those guys over there. So Jessie got to, you know, get a little crazy, get her hands dirty over there.
It was fun.
And yeah, I would love to go over to Miami and, hey, maybe work with XMMA again and pop into the gym. What do you say?
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you can work on, like I say, you know, like, you guys are going to love it. You know, that the weather here is a little bit different because from my understanding, Arizona is really, like, dry heat.
Yeah, yeah.
Over here is a little bit different, you know. Like, right now, it's supposed to be cold. What we call cold over here is, like, 60 degrees. Right
Sounds
now,
familiar.
so it's kind of chill. For some people, it's cold, but like right now, it's chilling.
So I got a quick question over here. There was a Mongoloid that interviewed you named the Glove Touch. I don't know if you remember this guy. Do you remember this guy? This creep that was interviewing you at XMMA 3? Let me see. Does this guy look familiar to you?
I remember him.
What's up with that guy, huh?
It's funny. He was serious. He was really serious. Then he told me that he was his first time doing it. So I was like, hey, cool, bro. No problem, bro. It's always a first time for everything, you know. I was an amateur at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 16 years old, and he was nice enough to get some interviews for us over here. So I think he did a great job. But he scared the hell out of me. I was wondering what's going through your mind.
He's just staring at you like
I thought he was going to bite you or something. Were you nervous that he was going to attack you, like, in some weird way?
No. I said I was like, okay, he's the first time, so I'm pretty sure he's kind of a little bit shy, or he doesn't know what to ask, or how he's gonna talk. But I was like, very cool about it. I mean, honestly, it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah, here it is over here.
Let's just have a reminder.
Here we go. I'm gonna bring the nightmare back to you right now, Edir. Here it is. Look at this. Oh my God.
I'm overall happy.
The look.
There he is. That's the glove touch over there. Great kid. But Edir, listen, it was a pleasure chatting with you. We have a donation coming over here. Let's see what this is from. All righty. This is from a man named D-Res. He has something to say. What language is that? I don't know if you could understand. Jess, what is... I think he's speaking alien. I have no idea. Thank you, D-Res, for the donation. If we have a couple of questions from the chat from Mr. Edir, we would love to, you know, see what you guys have in the chat. Edir Terry from XMMA 3. Pleasure talking to you. Would you like to take some chat questions real quick?
Yeah, sure. Not a problem.
Okay, here we go. Jess, if you could pull anything from the chat.
Yeah, you got to give him. We're on a delay, so you got to give him time to.
Okay,
to
we're
come
gonna
through.
dive.
I do have a quick question. One of the captions on one of those pictures on your Instagram when you were kicking an opponent in the face was the caption "Smell it, now take it."
Yeah, actually, you know, it's funny. What was it? The movie? It's a funny movie with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Moss loves that movie.
Oh, is that the Zohan?
Yeah, don't mess with the Zohan.
Oh,
that's amazing. I love that movie. That movie is fantastic. Scrappy Coco.
Yeah, yes. I saw the movie and then I saw the picture. Somebody tagged me in the picture and I was like, you know, something came out to my head. The movie, I was like, oh, definitely, this is gonna be the title.
If I tried to do that, if I tried to kick someone in the face, like my balls would fall right off my body. Like I would tear everything between my legs. It would just fall onto the mat.
Oh God.
We got a donation coming in from. Oh, it's from the Glove Touch. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what he has to say.
I'm better than the schmo, right? Right?
Okay, he wants to know if he's
Good
better than
question.
the schmo. Have you seen the schmo?
No, I haven't.
There, that's the perfect answer. Who is that guy,
That's
right?
what Glove Touch loves to hear.
No one knows who the schmo is. All right, chat room, we got anything for Mr. Edir Terry?
All right, here we go. Let's see. What is your signature win? Says Brewster.
Signature win. There's a photo of me on my Instagram that I posted like it's the third one, the fourth one. I don't know if you guys can go back to my Instagram.
Okay.
And that's I learned that from the GO himself, which is Sanchai, which is a multi-star over there in Thailand. Okay. I don't know. Right there. Oh, you pass it. Right there. That's third one. No, second one.
Here we go.
Right there.
This here.
That one.
Oh, look at that. You look like Tony Ferguson over here.
He does kind of look like Tony Ferguson in this picture.
Have you ever gotten mistaken for El Kukui?
No. Well, actually, that's the first time I hear.
That's a compliment, though. That guy's he's a savage, right? Tony Ferguson.
That's a compliment.
So tell me about this picture.
That kick right there, I learned it from Sanchai. For those of you guys that don't know who Sanchai is, he's a superstar over there in Thailand. When I went to Thailand, I trained with him and I asked him to teach me this kick because I already learned this kick, but in my own style. But I want him to teach me his style, which is a multi-style. And that's what we call here. We call it the cartwheel kick, which is the kick that goes right here in the middle of the neck and the shoulder.
Is this the same kick that, if I'm trying to jog my memory, Chris Weidman tried to throw it on Luke Rockhold? And I can't remember. I thought he did a cartwheel kick or something. He did some crazy
We've
kick.
seen it a couple times.
And then Luke Rockhold persisted. He just raped him after that. Didn't work.
I know who's done it very similar is 155, Anthony Pettis.
Okay.
Anthony Pettis, very similar style that he has done it, and I believe he has done it in the UFC. His style is a little bit different because he comes from Taekwondo style, so it's a very combination. All those kicks are very similar to each other. They just have a little bit different because of the background that the fighter comes from.
Okay, there we go. And anything else from the chat? Let's see.
All right, let's see. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke or Pepsi? What would you prefer?
Coke or Pepsi? I don't drink soda at all, but when I do, if I had to choose one, I would say Coke.
Yeah, I don't drink soda either.
Yeah.
I don't even miss it.
Yeah, same. I haven't drinking soda since I was in second grade.
It's wild, yeah. I don't drink Coke or Pepsi. Yeah, when did you stop drinking soda?
It's funny, I started drinking that when I was a teenager. Probably I was 12, 13.
Wow.
Yeah, right there, because I remember my dad and my mom, when I came over here to Venezuela, from Venezuela, we came over here to Miami. There was a lot of things that we would literally buy all the time. There was a lot of sodas. There was nothing healthy in the house. And I was literally like, I remember the 12, 13, and 14, I was just eating basically garbage. And I didn't know like Latinos, we eat a lot of grease stuff and a lot of sweet stuff because of the culture that we come from. And it's a lot of sodas. So it was like sodas in the afternoon, sodas in the night, and in the morning was like orange juice and something like that most of the time.
There's actually a great question in the chat from the Glove Touch. Again, he wants to know tits or ass. What do you prefer on a young lady?
Tits or ass. Man, that's a good question. I don't know, I guess a little bit of both.
A little bit of everything. See, that's the question we wanted him to ask you at XMMA, but instead he decided to stare at you. Yeah, he was all creeped out. All right.
Hey, if you see me in the street, guys, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a very humble guy. I'm very open. If you want to take a picture with me, I'm gonna take a picture with you. If you want to stop me for a second and want to talk, I'm gonna stop there and talk to you for a second. I don't have a problem with that. That happens to me all the time. And honestly, to me, it's like whatever. I'm a very, very friendly guy. I'm always serious, but the seriousness is because I'm always focused. I'm always focused on what I'm doing at the moment. But it's not like don't talk to me, nothing like that. Not like that.
I want to ask you this. Kendall has a great question too, but I do want to ask you this one here. The mask. Where's the origin of this mask? Because that mask scares me just looking at it. That's very intimidating.
Yes, that's actually like I say. I come from karate, so I'm a big believer of samurai, the samurai culture. And in my head, every time that I put that mask, like the philosophy of the mask to me is like I'm here to die. Tonight, this guy needs to kill me. So the moment that I put that mask on me, like this is the way that I transform myself. Like normally I'm Edir Terry. When Bellico comes out, which is my nickname, which is the fighting name that they give me, is a different animal. Like I'm not the same guy. Like Edir Terry, it doesn't exist at that moment. Like it's all Bellico and it's all business. So it's like in my head, it's like I transform myself like a machine. Like you press the button and that button just turn on and it just move forward.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
It doesn't matter what the other person is gonna bring to the table. Like I'm ready to die. You better kill me. You better pull me away, because if you don't pull me away, I'm gonna get you.
Man, oh man, you are such a man. I feel like a woman right now. I feel like I'm growing a vagina because you are so manly and I am such a pussy. This is crazy, man.
You should have seen him when he cut his thumb yesterday.
I cut my thumb. I thought I died. I don't know. You guys get cut in a cage. I thought I was going to die. It was nuts. Anyway, there's a great question by Kendall. A dream fight, UFC fighter. Who would you fight?
That's a good question.
What, a 135?
Or it could be anybody.
Any of the top 5 guys of the UFC fighter bantamweight, I'm down for it. I'm a big believer, and I'm not gonna name nobody, but I'm putting the whooping in a lot of guys that big names that they're already in big show right now, and I'm right now not in there. But the fact is that I'm already outskilling them with my strike, outskilling them with my wrestling, and outskilling them with my jiu-jitsu. It says a lot. I'm not going to put nobody out there, but I know for a fact, and my master tells me all the time, Edir, I know your skills are already UFC level. We just need that one more win. That's it. We just need that one more win. We're going to get you there. And your skill, you can keep up with anyone in the UFC. There's nobody in the UFC right now that is going to bring a fire to you, and you're not going to know what to do.
There you go. Oh, I like this, man. Listen, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan, right? You sold me, Edir. I loved watching the fight. Now I'm in. Anytime Edir fights, I'm in. Can you please kick Sean O'Malley's ass for us? I mean, he's in Arizona over here. Can you kick his ass?
Okay, now that you bring that up, definitely, that was actually a fight that I want. Yeah, you bring it up, you just remind me. The fight that got canceled, I was signed with a manager, and I'm going to name them. And I have a teammate that was also signed out with another manager. Mm-hmm. We both are 135ers. And it's funny, he gets the call to see if he can actually jump in on a short notice fight. And I was waiting for that call. Hopefully that was they're going to call me too. And they did not call me. And I was so pissed off because I was like, bro, if they would have called me, I would have taken that fight without even hesitation, because this guy, I do not like him. And if he's watching, if it one day gets to him, I'm telling him, bro, I'm going to fight you. And I know you fought already a couple of guys that already fought. And the fact that you couldn't finish them, and I went with them all the way, and they couldn't do nothing to me. Bro, you don't have nothing. I'm this. You don't have nothing. You haven't fought nobody yet. Was
it the fight where Chris Mutino filled in?
No, that's the guy that, what was the guy that he fought? Ecuadorian, I think, that he was the Ecuadorian guy. No, the guy with the green hair, I think. It was the guy with the green hair.
That's Chris Mutino, yes. Yeah, Chris Mutino, actually, we're familiar with him. Coming from CES MMA on the East Coast over there, Massachusetts, actually. Wow, that's fascinating. That could have been you.
Yeah, that could have been me. And even my teammates, they were telling me, Edir, what happened? I'm like, bro, they did not call me, so what can I do?
Wow.
I can get my social media and start calling him out, but that's not my style.
Listen, let's do it. We got you, man. We will go into MMA Lab and drop a freaking number right on the table and say, call this man Edir Terry. He's going to fight Sean O'Malley. Chris Mutino fights the guy, gets beat up for 3 rounds straight. I mean, tough as nails, don't get me wrong. But now Chris Mutino, everyone loves the guy. You saw his Instagram exploded because of that one fight.
Oh, yeah. His thing went roof to the roof.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a wild story. Well, listen, Edir, man, this is...
People don't know that much about it. Like I said, I like to keep things on the down low. I don't like to talk about this because I don't like to put names out there, At the end of the day, this is a business, bottom line. It's a business, and they're trying to do one thing and we're trying to do one thing, It's whoever is going to make it is going to make it better. That's it.
There you go. Well, dear, listen, we're short on time here. I mean, we flew through almost an hour with you. This is fantastic. I love talking to you.
Hey, love talking to you guys. I was really, really appreciate, this actually is amazing. I love the show. And definitely I'm going to catch on this video again, later on.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much. And if there's any one you want to shout out, now's the time to do so.
Hey guys, if you guys don't know me, my name is Edir Terry. They know me as Bellico. My Instagram, as you guys see on the top, is Bellico MMA. Guys, don't be afraid and hit me up if you guys want to talk to me, ask me any question. Hit me up. If I don't answer it because I'm busy at the moment, guys. And there's one thing real quick, if I'm not taking much of you guys' time, is I'm doing this, and I've been doing this over already almost a year, which is my company, which is edirterry.com, which is my website where I sell apparel. Now, the reason why I bring this up, because I've been doing this for the past almost year, everything that I sell, about 20 to 50% of all the things that I sell, I send this to this company that is a non-refundable company, which is helping people with no food, like a third world country. And what I do is basically every investment that I try to do, and I make a little money on the side, I put it in that, and to feed other people's in other countries that they don't have the opportunity like us. Like every day we wake up and we have food, we have a roof, we got air conditioner, we got light, we got clean water. There's a lot of people out there that don't have that. And definitely this organization, they've been helping these people out, which is if you guys want to know, the name of it is Share the Meal. And that's the organization that I work with. And if you guys can help me out, anything, guys, $5, $1, anything, anything that you buy at my company is always going to be directly going to them. You can see my Instagram. I have a specially account that is directly that I work with YouTube, and everything that I do with YouTube, it goes directly to them.
That's pretty wild. So here, we're on your account. It's this link right here. Oops.
CTW. That's actually the account for the CTW.
Oh, CTW Project. Here it is, right here. CTW Project. So this is where
I do projects, that I do a little thing here and there, like a little adventure type of things, and then I ask people questions, and I give them like a little, how would I say this, like a giveaway to them. And then if they win the giveaway, whatever, and they help me out with some type of way, I actually, with the little money that I get from there or from my apparel, I give it to these people, which is Share the Meal. And that's the way I try to do this, even with my fighting, I do the same thing. So that's one way that I like to give back to the community.
That's awesome. We just gave you a subscribe. Guys, let's all subscribe. We got a bunch of people in here. All go over there, subscribe to his YouTube channel. We dropped the Instagram link in the chat. CTW, Climbing the World. This is pretty cool, man. We definitely will be checking this out for sure and supporting this.
Thank you, guys.
All right, well, hey, thanks for coming on. Before your next fight, let's have you back on. We'll chat again. How's that sound?
Definitely, it was an honor to actually meet you guys. And like I said, guys, Miami is open. If you guys come down here, the gym is open for you guys 24/7.
All right,
my word.
We are in. Thank you so much again, and we'll talk to you soon, Edir.
All right, guys. Take care, guys.
There he is, Edir Terry, live on the show, baby. Wow. Jess, what'd you think?
I thought Edir Terry was wonderful, Moss.
Great guy. Great guy. I
always
really
have
like
great guests, honestly.
We have a couple of, oh shit, I just saw this. Donations over here. Let's let this play.
Wonderful.
D-Rest says,
You are a true MMA hole.
he sure is, right?
Yes, he is.
I think he is a true MMA. I really enjoyed talking to him. Really nice guy. And fun guy to root for, too. Subscribe to his channel. We'll check that out.
I like that he has a sense of humor.
Yeah, you roll with the punches.
Some fighters are like extremely sensitive and they can't really take jokes, but he's cool.
Yeah, not him. Kendall.
Edir, thank you kindly for your time. You are a phenomenal athlete. I hope to see you soon.
There you go.
Praying gesture.
Kendall, thank you so much. Kendall was actually the one that introduced us to Edir. So thank Kendall in the chat. I appreciate the donation. And yeah, that was great, man. Really nice guy. Super humble guy. Funny guy. And if we're in Florida, MMA Masters. And I like what he was saying. If you missed the interview, he trains with Colby Covington. So run it back. He gives his analysis of Colby and, talks about him. And I thought it was fascinating. But we placed the bet on Usman already, so it's too late to pull it back now. But very, very interesting here. So there he is, Edir Terry. Very nice. We're going to go into Baby Hulk very soon. I'm going to play a quick break. So a shout out to our sponsors over here. We'll be right back with the Baby Hulk, which is one of my favorites. So stand by, friends. Make sure you hit the fucking like button. Hit the fucking like button right now. Immediately. Smash it up. Raving on a Wednesday night. Smash the likes. Let's go. We're partying. We're hanging.
Hanging with the boys.
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. All right, baby. Let's go.
Wonderful.
Okay, the rave is over. The rave is over. If you're just jumping in, Edir Terry came on really nice speaking with Edir. And now we're going to move over to internet sensation. Baby Hulk, the man who has been fantastical on the interwebs all over the place. Small in stature, but big with wins. Baby Hulk Smash on Street Beefs. You could check him out. He has literally the most views on Street Beefs channel. Anytime you want to see the highest viewed videos on Street Beefs, Baby Hulk is there. He's the guy. Won in Triton fights, a champion. He is a 3 and let me make sure. I think he's 3-1. Yes, 3-1 professional. And on his Tapology, this is something Kendall can hang her hat on. She is on his official Tapology page. Look at that. Kendall, congrats. Look at it. Now, listen. We will add more interviews on the show if you guys like it. If you guys enjoy interviews, we will add more to the mix. I reached out to a gentleman from the UFC that I want to have on. I'm being a little selfish here. I want to speak to this guy. He's from Queens, New York, so that's a little hint. Hopefully we can get him on. But I don't care who we interview. Whether it's a guy from the regional scene, whether it's a UFC fighter, whether it's, I don't know, bare knuckle, whatever it is, I don't give a shit. As long as you're interesting, that's all I care about. It's not about the big names, I don't give a fuck. I just want to have a good conversation with someone. Edir was a great conversation, and we always have a good time with Baby Hulk. So we're going to drag him on right now.
Thank you.
A little UFC 2. Well, look at this, motherfucker. Black Bear, let's go, baby, with the 20. Oh, wait, hold on. What? Black Bear just became a member. And then drops $20 fucking dollars. Whoa. Whoa. Now, Black Bear re-ups his membership. He is a blue belt. And then follows it up with a $20 donation. You're amazing, Black Bear. Appreciate it. Wow. Look at that. And it's because people like you that throw donations in here keep it going. Keep the party going. So thank you to the people that contribute each and every week. Let's see. Love the interviews. Hella fun. All right, good. I like doing the interviews. I enjoy doing it. But, the reason why we don't beg people to come on, it's not my thing. I'm not going to run to management teams and say, please do us a favor. We've done that in the past. I'm not all about that. We've had Aljamain Sterling on graciously 2 times, and then all of a sudden he just turns his back and doesn't want to come on the show. I don't know what's going on with that guy. So if you're gonna be a pain in the ass, we're not going to try to drag you on the show because I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But if you want to come on the show and promote something and have a little fun, let's go for it, baby. Let's go for it. Let's have a little fun here. Let's get Baby Hulk on. I like Baby Hulk. One of my faves. Damn celebrity, this guy. Going into the guest room. Hulk smash. David Wilson, baby. Baby's not online. Let's try again. Let's get the baby on the line. Let me make sure we got him linked up. The Baby Hulk. La-di-da-di-da. It gets tricky when we bring someone on in the middle of a stream. It gets a little tricky. That's why, when we have a guest on when we start the show, we can get it all synced up. Everything's good to go. Good call on Glover. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. We're about to hit it. We're about to hit that my bookie. We actually put the bet in for Kamaru. I know MMA Masters is on. I apologize to MMA Masters. I mean, listen, I actually didn't even know that. I didn't remember that Edir fought for MMA Masters over here until I went back to rewatch his fight. And he is training with Colby Covington. No clue. Maybe if I got his insight, I might be able to change my bet. Probably not. I'm still picking Kamaru Usman. I got him in where I'm going to get $33 off my $100 to win 33. Now if you're a Colby bettor, you're going to get a little bit more. So say if we're dropping a Colby Covington bet on my bookie. Hey, the baby's here, by the way. All right, here, let's say we drop 100 on this. You're getting $255. Get even more than the Glover situation. $255 you win on my bookie. There's a link in the description, and the promo code is MMAHOLES for $100 match play. Shout out to my bookie. All right, let's try to get Baby Hulk back on here. We got a baby, regular baby, a baby, and a Baby Hulk. Calling. All right, here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it seems like there is a Hulk that is about to enter the arena here. And there he is. Oh, my God. Look at him. Oh, boy. Man, oh, man. You looking thick, Baby Hulk. What's going on? Did you put on some more muscle for the MMA-Holes? Look at those guns. Holy sh... It's a family show. It's a family show. Put those guns away. Anyway, can you put your camera sideways? Can we get a little landscape so we can fill you in on the TV over here? That'd be great. There he is. All right, David Wilson. We'll have you fix this puppy up.
Yeah. Let me just get this situated.
It's all right. We got all night. There he is.
What's good, guys?
All right, David, how you doing, buddy? I see that belt behind you again. Look at you. Is that the Triton Fights belt?
Yeah, you know, I gotta have a little background for you guys.
I'm loving it, man. So now, David, is there a way we can get a little more light on you? Is there I mean, we see you, but it looks a little grainy, and I want to see you nice and clear over here.
Let me see what lighting is.
If not,
something.
It's all good. If not, we still see you. I'm just being picky, I guess. I don't know. Am I?
He's always picky.
No, you run a good show here. I respect it.
Well, I appreciate that, David. Appreciate that. We had a gentleman on before from MMA Masters Gym over there. He trains with Colby Covington, but we bet against Colby Covington. Was that a bad move by us? What do you think? Kamaru Usman or Colby?
I'm going with Usman, so I'm in that same boat with you.
Let's go. Thank God, Baby Hulk. All right. Finally. Oh my God, is he gonna? I'm thinking that Usman's gonna beat him even quicker this time around. What do you think?
Man, I'm after seeing what he did to Burns and Masvidal. Yeah, his boxing, Trevor Whitman now, that right hand looks sick. So I'm going with Usman.
Yeah, man. So if I'm not mistaken, that I think you might be one of the final Triton Fights champions. They moved to Flex Fights. They changed the whole shtick over there. So you might this is like something special here with that belt that you got behind you. Look at that, right?
Oh, I never thought about it like that. That's some history right there.
Yeah. I
like it.
You literally ended Triton Fights. You single-handedly took him down and made him turn into Flex Fights.
I don't know if I want to do that. Like, I ended them. I don't want to. I hope that's not the right word.
You took their soul. That's a beautiful belt you got over there. I like that. Now, you went back to Street Beef after Triton, didn't you? Did you compete one more time?
Yeah, I actually ended up doing one more.
So is that the final one? Are we done with Street Beef, or are you going to do another one?
Honestly, and I'm glad I could talk about it here. They got this West Coast promotion over there, and their West Coast champion is pretty good. He just won, like, a big fight between, like, the East Coast and the West Coast. And I said, if you fly me out, buy me some In-N-Out burger, I'll fight this kid, so...
That's it. You'll just do it for a flight and In-N-Out burger. That's it.
I swear I will. I swear. If they hook me up with some In-N-Out and the flight, I'll scrap.
That's amazing. Oh my God, you are such a man. 2 men on the show. Jesse, what are we doing here? I'm the biggest puss in the freaking world. I couldn't do that. I'd be like, you got to pay me something, or I'm gonna crumble. So Street Beefs. I mean, you fight for them. That's pretty big exposure, right? So I would imagine every time you go on there, I mean, you're the guy. You get all the views for them. So that's pretty good eyeballs on you.
Yeah, dude. You know what's crazy? I never really think of it like that. Like I know I am pretty popular with everybody, but I feel like just another one of the guys. Like I fight the fight. I love the promotion. I mean, I love the. Sorry about the shoddy camera work. I love the exposure and everything. It gives me a big jump in that, but I don't see myself as like any bigger than any of the other guys.
Well, I think you should, Baby Hulk. If you, I'm going to show this right now on the screen.
Most popular upload.
I went to Street Beefs. Okay, you scroll down over here. Look at you, 33 million views. My God. Jesus, we could retire from that shit. I mean, they don't give you a little chunk of the AdSense or something here?
No, but they definitely, they look out for your boy, and they help me with like.
We broke the internet. All right, hopefully I saved it. Oh man, that was shit. Did I save it? Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, did I? I saved it. Holy shit, it's a miracle. Okay. Oh fucking A. All right, let's get back in here. Oh my God!
But now where's Baby Hulk?
Baby Hulk, give me a second here. This is a nightmare. You gotta welcome to YouTube live streams. Oh God, this is terrible. So we stream off of OBS. That's the name of our streaming software. And every once in a while, it just shits the bed. I don't know why it does that. Maybe I'm just too powerful for it. But there, all right, you're there. You're in.
My bad. I got this on. Also, I'm sorry about being late. I do a bunch of these. I thought we was gonna be on like fucking what's that shit? What is that shit? Not Clubhouse, but one of those little apps.
I don't. What are we talking about? Like for the interview? You saying?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be on like what's that one that everybody does it on?
Zoom?
Yeah, Zoom. My bad. And then I saw, like, I was watching you guys live, and I went, oh, shit, they're calling me. Like, I had to sign back into my Skype and everything.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, Skype. I think we're one of the last shows. Like, everyone was using Skype, and we were using, like, Google Hangouts. and then Skype started to get old, and then we started using Skype. Now it's, like, all about Zoom. We're always a step behind.
Yeah, I swear, I haven't opened my Skype in years. I was like, I had to remember what my fucking password was.
Yeah, we're so messed up. Anyway, we lost your video. I don't know what happened here, but you're invisible right now. We just have your logo.
I got you.
Come on, baby hole.
If you see me, hold up.
It's not his fault, man. It's this dinosaur
We're the
rapper.
ones who are allowed to have technical difficulties, not you.
There he is.
Y'all good? Can y'all see me?
Yes, we just need you sideways again, and then we're good to go.
Fine. How's that?
All right, perfect. It looks like you're filming this on a potato, for God's sakes. What do we got here? Are you using a phone, or what are we using? A Nextel? What's going on here?
Disrespect the Android. I know you iPhone users or whatever, but...
Well, fun fact, I am actually an Android fan. I do prefer Android over Apple. I think Apple's for pussies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who am I to talk? Anyway, yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I definitely need a better phone camera for sure.
Super chat.
Hold on. Kendall Volker coming in with a...
Baby Hulk is the GOAT.
It's true. You are.
Yeah. Some people say so.
I tell you what, you are the GOAT. You look at... I can't stop looking at this. I can't stop looking at Street Beefs. 33 million views. I feel like that is such an accomplishment to hit the 33 million views over there. I don't know how your head is not swollen. I would be walking around saying, hey, I'm Mr. 33 million views.
Man, it wasn't on me, man. You gotta really take in consideration. Like, I thank Jake Paul and Nate Robinson all the time because, like, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for them, our fight wouldn't have been as big. So, shout out to them.
Well, yeah, so you like all the crazy circus stuff with Jake Paul and all that stuff going on?
At first, I kind of felt a way about it, but my one of my boys kind of talked to me about it. I don't feel any way now because boxers have been doing this forever. Like, they beat up on guys who aren't on their level to pad their record until they get good. And I can't be mad at him for doing this. And he's fighting, like, legit guys, like MMA guys, but he's fighting these guys, and he's spending a lot of money in their pocket. So shout out to him. More power to him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that these novelty crazy circus fights, it only brings eyeballs to the sport. What else? If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But you see a guy like Kamaru Usman, for instance. I was watching his press conference, his media scrum today, and he was basically saying, "Oh shit, I just realized you probably can't see us. Hold on a second. I apologize about that."
Yeah.
You're not even looking at us. Now, can you see us now?
Yeah, I can see you now.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry, Baby Hook. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what the hell you were looking at. But anyway, like I was saying, Kamaru Usman, he was talking about, like, already saying that he wants to fight like Canelo Alvarez. He wants to go from this fight, Colby Covington, and go straight to boxing and say him in his prime versus a boxer in his prime, talking about these novelty fights and stuff. And you can't criticize these guys because you're going to make more money going over to boxing, doing these crazy circus stuff,
Yeah, we know why they want to do it. Like, the pay is, like, monumentally better. Like, and who am I to deny these guys, like, all their hard work, a chance to make, like, a big paycheck? I love to see it happen. Like you said, like, it's a novelty. Who doesn't want to see the best MMA guys against the best boxers? So I think it's great.
I want to give a shout out to your buddy, Derek Blonde Brunson. I know that you are a supporter of Derek Brunson, and this man is unstoppable with that blonde hair. What are you thinking about Derek?
Like I said, man, before Derek was pretty good, but once he went blonde, man, like, undefeated, coming for that belt. I might even go blonde, see how it turns out for me.
Why not, man? Listen, you got a good gimmick going here. And I'm looking at your record, 2 wins in a row. You have Michael Phillip next, confirmed. Outlaw Fighting League coming up 11/13. Whoa, wait, hold on a second. When is that? What's today's? Oh my God, it's right around the corner. So tell me about this fight.
When is it? Is that next? I think it might be next weekend.
How you don't even know? How can we consume this fight? Outlaw Fight League.
So I'm not sure if it's gonna be a pay-per-view yet, but definitely if it is, I'm gonna give you guys the link. I'm definitely gonna get that footage when it's out, and blast it on my social medias. But yeah, man, this is fucking. I'm super excited for this. I could tell you guys like the little backstory behind it if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so I actually fought this guy last time, and this is a rematch for the Outlaw flyweight belt. And honestly, like we had some words, we had our little back and forth. So I kind of like punching this guy in the face. So being able to do it again, I'm gonna enjoy that.
You got a good story here, yeah. Michael Phillip, who lost to you by 3 months ago, submission, the Darce choke, and now he's looking for revenge. Here you are saying, hey, I'm going to go over there and whoop your ass again. I enjoy this.
That's basically it, man. And I am the guy who took his O away. He was 4-0. I made him 4-1. So, a chance for him to, get that loss back.
Now, I want to play, I don't know, I want to play fortune teller here because I'm known as the Mystical Moss, okay? I don't know, I'm very world-renowned. Everyone knows about me, the great predictor over here, and I'm about to make a David Wilson, the Baby Hulk prediction, okay? First off, I see you going pro very soon. I see not many more amateur fights. In my mystical ball in front of me, I see a professional David Wilson. Are we going to see pro fights in the near future?
Man, that's the plan. Like, I got one more scheduled for the end of this year in December. And honestly, man, whenever my coach gives me the green light, he feels like I'm ready, and, my teammates feel like it. Can't wait.
Now, you are quite a novelty fighter, if I must say. If you have a 5-foot stature, but you ground and pound like a son of a bitch. You're knocking people out. You do whatever the hell you want over here. We work with a promotion called XMMA that has a spectacular show. And every time we work with them, I see these bright lights, I see these big cameras, I see David Wilson. I see the Baby Hulk in XMMA. Now, is this far-fetched? Could you see yourself fighting over there?
Is that far-fetched? I definitely don't think that's far-fetched. Actually, I see the event that they just put on. It was really good. I'm a big John Dotson fan. I actually talked to them before. I reached out and be like, hey, I really like what you're doing. But unfortunately, they don't have amateur fights right now. But they said they'd be really interested when I turn pro. So I would love to fight for them.
Okay. That'd be awesome.
One's in the chat if you would like David Wilson, XMMA. I love working with those guys. And I got to say, when you become pro, I think that's where the first fight should be. I say throw them to the wolves, man. Go for it. Just knock some fools out under the big lights.
I think I could do that.
Okay, Jess, we see ones in the chat. They want David Wilson, XMMA. Do you foam at the mouth when you see the Contender Series? We have a couple of friends that jumped into Contender Series. Some have won and some have lost. Some have got contracts and the whole deal. It's been fascinating seeing people go from ground floor all the way up to the UFC. Do you see, would that be the trajectory for someone like you? Or would you like to, I know we're looking way down the road here. I mean, you're still an amateur fighter, but do you foresee a Contender Series or just getting a phone call from the UFC? Do you see Bellator, ONE FC? What do you see in your future?
Dude, that's the great thing about, like, you said it, like, I have a lot of avenues that I could pursue. Both of my teammates, Jamie Pickett, Joe Selecki, they got picked up from the Contender Series. My head coach, John, he fights in Bellator. I love ONE. DJ's over there, and I love their whole setup with, like, all the nations and all their champions. So I would love to go there. That's the great thing, man. I'm totally open to anything and everything, and I just want to show what I got wherever.
And you got a lot. You got the submission game. You can ground and pound. You can basically win any way. You can go to the full 3 rounds. Do you feel as you're getting better and as you're getting stronger and more comfortable in mixed martial arts, do you feel big things? Do you see yourself rising to the top, UFC champion, the whole deal? Is this what you envision for yourself?
Honestly, I do. Like, I'm such a competitor, and I want to win, and I feel like I wrestled and everything, but I feel like this is really like the sport for me. I can really get behind it. I got the best coaches in the world, and I just bring a great mindset to this. And I do see me doing big things, but even like inside of the cage. I see myself doing way bigger things outside of the cage. I'm really big in like motivating people. I feel like helping people. So for me to get that message out there, it's gonna allow me to like help so many people. So that's really what I'm excited about.
If you're just jumping in, we got Baby Hulk, David Wilson live, internet sensation, Street Beefs, the whole deal. Guy's got belts all over the place, and he has a fight coming up next weekend. It's crazy. What, November? Let me get the right thing over here. Hold on. November, 13th. He's fighting
yes, sir.
Michael Phillip. And once we get the information, we will pull it your way. Looking forward to seeing what you bring over there. If you do... well, hold on a second. Jesus, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. What am I doing here? What kind of shit show is this? If you can get us, like, if we could get access to the footage, would you come back after the fight and talk us through some of the moves during the fight, the whole deal, like we did with our previous guest? Would you be down for something like that?
Of fucking course I would. That would be awesome. I would love to break down the footage with you guys.
Great. Yeah, because we want to do that more. We were going to do that with the, I'm not going to say the name. We love the other organization, by the way, maybe holding their belt. But it's all the pay-per-view, the whole deal. And, you know, I don't know if we are allowed to show that stuff. So we don't want to get, you know, flagged or anything. But I would love to do that with you. You know, I would love to sit down and go through what's going through your mind in these situations. It doesn't seem like you're really nervous going to this fight.
Oh, me? Nah. Honestly, and it's not that I don't take my opponent serious. I take all my opponents serious. It's not the fact that I already beat this guy, because some of the best guys that I've wrestled have come back and beaten me after I beat them. So it's none of that. It's just where I am right now. Like, I'm really starting to come into my own. This is about to round out about like my second year in mixed martial arts. I got a new striking coach. I got really good boxing now. And I love the sport. The more I learn, the more I want to hone my skills and like change and adapt and everything. So I'm on cloud nine right now. I love to compete. Like you said, I competed 3 months ago. It feels like forever. So I'm just ready to go in there and do my thing.
So you're looking to stay pretty busy, it looks like.
Oh, yes, sir. I got one more in December.
Wow. Man, look at you. So you're looking to go pro. I mean, there's no question about it. You want to just get the reps in and let's get the ball rolling, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Like that's what we're doing. Like, this is, and one of my coaches talked to me about this. Yes, I'm very, like, I want to win all my fights, and my amateur career is like special because I'm doing it, but it's like a small goal to me. Like, holding this title is cool. If I could win a couple more amateur belts, cool. I'm gonna really like that. But like you said, I'm headed for big goals. My name in lights, the big show. So staying humble, but also, you know, looking past this.
Last time we spoke. Well, yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. Now, last time we spoke to you, the love life. You were strictly business over here. Are you laying down the pipe? What's going on? What's the latest?
Yo, this and the porn question last time. This is definitely my favorite place to get interviewed.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, like, I'm just enjoying single life. Any woman that comes into my life, as corny as it sounds, is like, I'll be like, I can't put you first right now. I'm working on this, but you know, if the right one comes along, you know, we could do our thing, and if she can stay by my side, then we're good. But right now, nah, I'm single as hell.
There we go. All right. Well, listen, they have a lot to take in here. You're, you know, in the gym a lot. You're getting ready for fight after fight. You're an internet sensation. I mean, 33 million views. I mean, come on. The ladies must be knocking down your door here. It would be tough. Jealousy would be a problem. You know, you're a good-looking fella with the big muscles and the whole deal. How are they going to hold you down? Look at this guy. I mean, Jesus Christ. The women, what's going on? All right, so you're not looking for anything, but if anything comes along, you're saying you're open.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
For sure. I'm gonna put it out there. I know you got a lot of fans. You know, I'm sure of them are, you know, great looking, awesome women. You know, Baby Hulk loves a woman like, you know, I could talk to, you know, express my feelings with. We could get froyo, ice cream, all that good stuff. I'm a great listener, and I'm just really, really good at that stuff.
I would love to right now. I would love to bring in a young lady. Right, I don't even know how to do it. I don't know how to do this on Skype, but if I can, I would love to bring in a young lady that you may have met before. That let me just show a picture over here on your Tapology. This lady's called Kendall Volker. Now I don't know if she's taken or what. I have no idea what's going on. She's running around Florida. You would climb all over this girl, or have you climbed all over? Like, what's going on with this picture?
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Just like you guys, Kendall is the homie for sure. She came to the fight, great personality, awesome girl. Like, love Kendall to death. She's awesome, super supportive.
Kendall just got friend zoned.
Wait, hold on. Jesse's yelling that Kendall got friend zoned. She's playing with the baby. She jumped right in. Is that what happened?
Kendall just got friend zoned.
I'm not saying our friends. We're just cool. Like, she's an awesome person.
Oh, okay. She is cool. Yeah, very cool, and she's been very a great addition to this community. She's been fantastic, and she's got big things going on in her life over here. I mean, she's running around all over Miami. Great connections over there. So, Kendall, you're saying is strictly a friend, right? You would not have sexual intercourse with her.
I love how it's like no subtlety, no innuendos, like it's just straight out there. I love that. Me and Kendall are friends.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, just now, what if we did? Would you do? Now, I'm dead serious about this. Would you do MMA-Holes dating game where we find the most beautiful women we can come across, right? And they opt for a date with Baby Hulk. Would you ever do that?
A fucking course, 100%.
Let's go, ladies. Take your panties off. Let's go, Baby Hulk. Let's put it together. If you want, email us the MMAHolesInfo@gmail.com. Let's make it happen. Baby Hulk says he's in.
Yeah, hit my DMs.
All right, listen, I'm all about. We're just gonna start. I tell you what, some of these Miami women, we were talking about this before. We could try to have them slide in and get this thing going here. Jess, what do you think?
I think it's an excellent idea.
Let's go, baby. Okay.
I am down. Hopefully, I can meet like my future ex-wife here.
Okay, I like it. I like the way you talk here. All right, anyway, we don't want to distract you from the main goal, though. We want you to become a superstar. I mean, you are a superstar, but I'm saying, hit the highest of the high as a professional fighter, because we're rooting for you. We love watching you compete and grow as a mixed martial artist, and we want you to lay pipe. We want the whole deal. Like, we want everything for you, We're looking out for you.
Oh, definitely. And, guys, same goes for you. You guys, fuck it. I don't know how you do so many shows. You guys are hilarious. You got the baby now. Big congrats on that. You guys are just awesome. I love the energy, the vibe. I love the community. I'm starting to catch on to the different like taglines and stuff. I like Carnage. That was super fun. I like the Valentina Shevchenko. You guys are great. I love it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Yes, the Carnage is shows that don't like what we're doing, that are a little jealous of us, make fun of Carnage, and I say fuck them. They can't do Carnage.
Who makes fun of Carnage?
There's a certain British fat beanie wearing cunt.
Stop it.
Anyway, David, what about what gym are you train out of again?
Oh man, the best gym in the world, I think. One of the hidden gyms. Salty Dog Jiu-Jitsu. Actually, we're actually switching the name up. It's Salty Dog Jiu-Jitsu, but now it's going to be Port City MMA. We got great guys like John Sartor there, Joe Selecki, Jamie Pickett, who just won his fight. Just the best coaches, the best environment. Nobody has an ego. We got some of the best training partners for grappling in the area, and we're going to take over. You guys are going to hear about us real soon.
I tell you what. I'm going to say something. Okay, throw in I say this is hilarious. This dog, who came up with this thing over here? Look at this angry dog. He's like, I'm pissed off. I like this. No good, huh? The dog in the wave. What is it, drowning? What's going on with this dog?
Salty, Moss. Waves are salty.
The story behind it is John, did jiu-jitsu forever, and all the like top jiu-jitsu like Brazilian guys have like dogs as their logos, mostly like pit bulls and stuff like that. And he just thought it'd be funny like that's his dog, so he put the logo on it.
I think it's hysterical. I think it's hilarious. I love it. I freaking love it. So if we are in the area, can we come to the gym and invade? What do you say?
What? Yo, I would love that. I think John would really love you guys, so bring it.
All right, there we go. There's 2 gyms today. Locked it up. When we're in South Carolina, we're going North Carolina, excuse me. Wilmington, North Carolina, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we're in North Carolina.
I'm going to teach these gyms a little something about just jitsu.
Now yeah, she's gonna. Can she have? That would be hilarious. Could we do like a fake jujitsu thing, like where we do a lesson?
Just jitsu class.
We teach the jujitsu. Can that happen?
Oh
that would
man,
be so easy.
I think we could pull that off. I think we could do that.
Okay, I'll be the villain. Okay, and you will teach the class on the
so
moves.
this is what you do.
Okay, listen. I think we got to do something. That would be amazing.
Oh boy.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Yikes.
If you're just jumping in, Baby Hulk is here. David Wilson, a phenomenal athlete. The man is looking for gold in every organization. This man has a fight coming up very soon, and I urge you to watch it. As soon as we get the info, we will send it your way. But David Wilson fighting a massive fight against Michael Phillips. Are we going to get some carnage in this thing again?
What? Yeah. I wish, like, I have the video, the last video on my YouTube, but it's not the best quality. The last one was like that, but yeah, I'm going in here, make a statement, get this guy out of here. I respect him. He's a good fighter, but I feel like how I'm training right now, where I am mentally, yeah, I got to run through this guy.
So you're basically saying this guy's your bitch. Is that what you're saying?
I did not say that. Those are your words, Moss, not mine.
Okay. I'm just trying to start some more beef here, you know? I'm trying to sell a fight. So Michael Phillips looking for redemption. You're looking to go 2-0 against him. And there's a title on the line. Is that what it is? Vacant flyweight championship, correct?
Yes, sir. I got to get another belt.
All the belts. What do you think of KHAMZAT Chimaev? I know this is out of left field, but what do you think of that guy?
Oh, fucking sick. I'm not even going to front. My boy who I watched the fights with, he was 100% on the bandwagon. Me, I was like, whatever. Like, I got to see. And for him just to fucking blow through him like that, like throw him around, talk to Dana while he did it, then choke him unconscious, like that was fucking wild. Like, I was on the Patty Pimblin bandwagon, but I think I got to get on the Chimaev bandwagon now, too.
I tell you what, I was so up. I'm still up Usman's ass, right? I love Kamaru Usman as a fighter. I think the guy is just unstoppable, unbeatable. The guy is just getting more and more confident, more and more scary, changes gyms, looks even better, you know. But with that being said, seeing KHAMZAT Chimaev, I know it's premature, but I truly think Chimaev will maul him. Like, I think this guy's on another level.
Okay, so I was thinking that too, right? I was like, could he do that? But like, all respect to Liang, but he's not Kamaru Usman.
No.
Like, I would love to see him. People have been talking about him versus like Gilbert Burns. I would love to see that, because then you can kind of see how he does against a high level jiu-jitsu guy. But I can't, like, I definitely can't see him doing that to Usman, just picking him up. And I think my head would explode if I saw that.
Would that be nuts? Be too much. Yeah, because honestly, I'm saying that Kamaru Usman is better than GSP. And then on the next sentence, I'm saying, well, KHAMZAT beats him. So it's like, now KHAMZAT's the greatest welterweight of all time. It sounds crazy, but here's my prediction. I don't think Usman ever fights KHAMZAT, because he's already talking about going to boxing. He's already talking about retirement. They're both Ali Abdelaziz fighters. I predict Kamaru Usman beats Colby Covington, maybe one more fight, and then goes off to the boxing world. KHAMZAT Chimaev rises up. Ali Abdelaziz has another champion. They never fight.
Oh, geez. I mean, that all depends. Do you see KHAMZAT getting to the title in the next, I was going to say 2 years, but the next, like, year?
Yes. 1 year, he'll be a champ. That's what I'm seeing. I see KHAMZAT in gold, because the UFC is going to fast pass him no matter what, right? This guy is so marketable. And I sound like his dick is like lodged in my mouth right now. I get it, but but I'm just speaking. Listen, I picked Glover Teixeira. I'm unstoppable right now. I am completely unstoppable. But yeah, I do believe within a year he'll be champ.
I can see that, especially if he's as active as before, you know, the whole little scare. If he could get like 2, 3, 4 fucking fights in a year, then yeah, he'll definitely be there.
Yeah, and you know how the UFC works, right? They just want to, you know, weasel. I mean, Israel Adesanya, Conor McGregor. You know, Izzy's a great fighter. He's the one guy that I was off the mark on. Izzy is fantastic. She hit it on the head with him. I was still like, I don't know. But, you know, Izzy's got his flaws too, man. I think KHAMZAT, this might be crazy. I think KHAMZAT could ragdoll Izzy too, man. Like, I maybe I'm nuts.
Definitely with the wrestling, it looks like that. Like, if he got a hold of him, it'll probably be a short night for Izzy. But that'll be a great fight, too, because, you know, he goes from 170, 185, so maybe that could happen.
It's wild, man. The UFC is so much fun right now. There's so many crazy stories. You got Pimblett, you got KHAMZAT, you got some legit champions. You got bantamweight, which is outstanding. Flyweight's getting more and more fun with Moreno and Figueiredo. And we have Baby Hulk, who's more exciting than all of them, you know?
I really appreciate it. Let me ask, like, you've been asking me a question. I gotta know this because you already know who I'm picking. You know, I'm the biggest fanboy of this person ever. And I just heard it's fucking opening the main card on Saturday. Gaethje Chandler.
You're right. That they're saying that they're gonna open up the pay-per-view with Gaethje Chandler. We're gonna drop that after this. That's nuts. That's nuts. All right.
But,
oh, this is so freaking tough. This is so tough. I want to pick Michael Chandler.
Justin Gaethje.
She's going Gaethje all day.
No conversation. Gaethje gets the win.
She could be right on this one. And I feel like... Go ahead.
Let me ask, why? How do you see it going? Why are you picking Gaethje?
Gaethje's my boy. That's why.
She just likes him. She just likes watching him fight. Yeah. And is there any other reason besides you just always pick him?
Listen, I think Chandler is a phenomenal striker. We've seen him on the ground as well. The guy's good. He's extremely well-rounded. There's no reason someone should think that Chandler shouldn't win the fight. However, I personally think that now here's the one thing. Everyone said that Justin Gaethje, he has this wrestling game that nobody's ever seen because he's never had to use it, blah, 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 and then Khabib exposed him. But I still believe, there's a part of me that still believes that he does have something, because he didn't look horrible. I mean, against Khabib, he looks horrible. Anybody against Khabib looks horrible. But I still think that there's something that Gaethje has to show that maybe he didn't get the opportunity to show against Khabib because Khabib was so good. So I think that if Chandler were to get him to the ground, and we know playing on the feet, Gaethje's good. He goes in head first. He doesn't give a fuck about protecting himself. But I think if it goes to the ground, we might see something from Gaethje that we didn't get the opportunity to see. So yeah. I'm still gonna go Gaethje.
I tell you, man, like I'm picking Chandler because for some reason I'm seeing Eddie Alvarez Gaethje Part 2. I'm seeing that for some reason. I feel like it's gonna play out very similar. I think Michael Chandler, he's durable too, and Michael Chandler is gonna try to wrestle this guy. He's gonna try to really test him with that ground game. Now Gaethje's got the leg kicks. You know, Gaethje's got the uppercut on the way in, stuff like that. He's got, you know, fantastic hands. But I don't know. I for some reason, that shorter, stockier Michael Chandler body, I feel he's going to get the dub. I don't know how it's going to completely go down. I don't know if it's going to be a finish. It's going to go to 3 rounds. Not quite sure yet. But I'm going to go Chandler. We're split over here. Who you have?
I mean, come on now. So I am by far like a huge Michael family stan. I'm not going to deny it. But how I see it going is I did see like maybe Alvarez Gaethje going because, you know, Chandler and Alvarez had a war when they fought. But then I started to think, and I'm not saying this myself, but his best win is against Tony, right? And this is right before Tony hit his downside. So I'm not saying like that's not a great win. I still think it was an excellent win. But knowing we know now about Tony, how high is that win? We saw what Chandler did to, you know, Hooker, and he was really close to finishing Oliveira too. So he gets in really fast. He's explosive. If he touches you, you're going to go to sleep. And I think he is going to wrestle too. So I'm going with Michael Chandler and I'm going to call it doesn't go out of the first round.
Wow. You know, people forget, Michael Chandler, wasn't it a 10-8 round against Oliveira, if I'm not mistaken? Almost finished him. Like, that did happen. Michael Chandler was this close. He literally got to the stool and said, going through my head is I am about to be the UFC champion. You know, like, that actually went through Michael Chandler's head. Michael Chandler will defeat Justin Gaethje. I am putting the hammer on. In fact, I might even throw some cash on that. But Jessie, she's going the other way. I don't know. Should we be worried or what? What do you think?
Really, this is such a, like, how they're talking, like, it's going to be a car crash, dude. Like, that's why I said it doesn't go out of the first. Like Chandler's talking about if you back up, like, who's going to back up first? And you know how Gaethje scraps. It's really like a pick 'em, but I think you're good with Chandler. I'll put money on Chandler.
I remember you got the pick correct with Derek Brunson. It was before the Till fight. I can't remember. Who would he fight before Till? I can't remember now. Who the hell? Oh, was it Shabazian or no? Who was it? It was Shabazian, correct?
Yeah, Shabazian then Till.
Yeah, and you picked Derek Brunson over Shabazian. I made the Shabazian mistake. I'm never picking against Blonde Brunson again. I picked him against Till. I'm with you now. You sold me.
Oh, man. You got to get on the hype train now, man. He's taking it right to the top.
That Shabazian fight, I was like, oh, he is the hype train killer. It is nuts, man. So, hey, you got that right. So I'm rolling with you on this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about the co-main event since we got you here? Rose Namajunas, Zhang Weili, the rematch. What do you got?
Rose, man, I'm so sorry. Like, I love Rose Namajunas. She is just great. Like, great person, great striking. And I called this the first time. Like, I didn't think she would knock her out like that. But I was like, when I see Weili, like, I see a really, really great athlete who knows, like, combination and everything. But when I see Rose, I literally see an artist. Like, when she's in there, her movements and how she's reading and everything, I just feel like she's different. And this is, I think, way too fast for, like, a rematch. I know she said, like, she feels like she didn't really win because, you know, it was real quick, and she still says, like, I didn't get to show all my game plan, which I understand, but I feel like that's too close, like, in your mental after getting finished, and Rose is just that good, so I got Rose, probably by another finish.
It's kind of wild. I was looking at the spread. They're almost even, which is nuts because Rose really annihilated her in the first fight. It was crazy. So they're giving Zhang Weili a lot of respect. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I might have to throw money on Rose.
High on her, really high on her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. She's gonna get booed out of the building again too. It's an MSG. You know, they're gonna be all Team Rose, and they're gonna be going communism and screaming and all. Zhang Weili's gonna get her head rattled before she even steps in the cage.
Yeah, that's gonna be a definite culture shock for her. But I just like, I know, like, they say don't do MMA math, but dude, she had a great, like, fight of the year against Joanna, which was awesome. Probably like one of the best female fights ever. But then you got to think Rose beat Joanna twice.
Yeah.
Finished her the first time. So that's something.
Rose is younger. If Rose's head is in the game, she can literally beat everyone. Like, a focused Rose is the scariest woman out there. It's pretty wild. I wanted to see Rose versus, I mean, I was in the minority here, but I wanted to see Rose versus Carla Esparza too. I wanted to see that again. I want Rose lost to her. I would have loved to see the redemption, the whole deal at, you know, the big under the lights, I really wanted to see that, but we got Zhang Weili, and I understand why the UFC did that, but I wanted to see Carla Esparza.
Yeah, I was calling for that too. I thought it was fair. I thought it was right. She was on a big win streak. She beat the former champ. But like you said, it's harder to sell that fight, and she doesn't have a whole nation behind her like Zhang does. So I get it business-wise, but I was hoping Carla got the next title shot.
Yeah, the UFC, they just, in the Contender Series, they just got that Chinese kid as well. I mean, China, they need some China talent. Canadian talent. They got to have people representing from all over the world. I see what the UFC is doing here. If Zhang Weili wins this fight, and I like her, by the way. She's like one of my favorite female fighters to watch. So if she wins, I'd be fine with it. But yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Rose too.
Oh, definitely. Like like you said, it's nothing against her, but Rose is so likable. Like, how do you not like her? Like, she has a fun personality. She's with Pat Barry and Trevor Whitman. They look like they all have like really like great time. So she's super easy to root for.
Do you think they have threesomes together, the three of those?
I was thinking about that, like Trevor Whitman, Usman, Gaethje. I'm like, is that all?
Yeah, they're all banging each other. It's all yeah, it's like a whole sex party over there.
Yeah, that's why he gets them all on the same card. They got that chemistry.
Do you have young ladies rolling at your gym over there? Do you have men and women rolling together, the whole deal at the gym?
Oh yeah, we surprisingly have we have a lot of female grapplers. Like, I think it was like 10 there Saturday.
And have you ever popped a boner while you were rolling with one of these ladies?
Never. When we're grappling, everybody's just neutral. I don't even.
No boner. No old dick twist? No dick. Okay.
Nope. My eyes are like straight ahead. I'm not even looking.
I guess it's a whole thing, right? At the gym, everyone's smelly, sweaty, the whole deal. No one's thinking about that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. People are like, "Oh man, I think," but bro, you worry about why? Like, some people like, "Oh, I would worry about that." You worry about her not choking you the fuck out. So it's, or maybe you're into that. Maybe that might make it easier.
Yeah, there are some people probably into that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I mean, listen, we got to ask stupid questions over here. That's what we do best on the MMA-Holes. Well, David, hey man, it's been another pleasurable experience with you hanging here. Do you play video games?
Yes, I do. I haven't played a lot since I moved to my new place, but I love video games. Except for UFC 4, I'm sorry, that shit was trash, and I didn't play it.
Yeah, I'm with you. We have it too, and I barely touched the damn thing. It's crazy.
Dude, I fucking, like, I played 3 so much, and, quick little shout out. Your boy was kind of nice, like, I was fucking people up in 3, and then when 4 came out, I just said, they fucked this up.
Yeah, so you have a Twitch... I'm sorry. The reason why I asked is you have a Twitch channel as well, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to get into that, but like I think I'm gonna wait till like after these like fights and then like really focus on it.
Okay, there we go. So when that gets going, we'll start talking about that as well. We have a second channel. It's gaming. We haven't touched it much because the UFC has been pumping out Contender Series, and there's just tons of content that we got to cover over here, and it's just no time to play video games. But once we get back in it, maybe we'll have a crossover or something. Do you play PS4? Do you have any of that?
Yes. I'm a PlayStation guy.
Maybe we can do something with... Do you have the PS5? Did you wind up getting a new one?
Nah, I haven't got it yet because they haven't really dropped anything like I would want. Like, they had The Last of Us, but you could play that on the 4. So until they drop, like, a game that I'd be like, I got to get that, I'm still waiting on it.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. The price will drop, and then you can jump on that. I heard God of War. I don't know if you ever played. You ever played God of War?
Oh, the new one. Like my one of my boys in college had it, but I played the first 3 on the PlayStation. Fuck it, that game is sick. Yeah. Like, I'm a big God of War fan.
Yeah, and they say the new one is on PS4 too. So I'm like, why do we got to buy the PS5? I'll just get it on PS4. Who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I think I'm done asking you questions and bothering you. If there's any shout-outs you'd like to give, you have a fight coming up very soon. Looking forward to it. The opponent, Michael Phillips. It's at Outlaw Fight League. Going down. Let me show this over here. You can check it out. Coming up very soon on 11/13, the 13th of November. Carnage will ensue. You have a prediction? You got to finish this, man? What's going on?
Man, that's what I'm going in there to do. Like, I don't train this hard and I don't sacrifice this much to not go out there and give it my all. So definitely put your money on your boy for a finish.
There we go. Any sponsors you'd like to shout out? Now would be the time to do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Envision Green Hemp, that's like my boy's company. Awesome. All the guys at my gym, all my teammates, all my supporters, my boy Tyler, my boy Kevin, who do my sponsorships. Like, I literally, guys, like, these guys make it all possible, and I'm so thankful to my sponsors, my teammates, my coaches, and all my supporters and followers, because you guys telling me every day that I motivate you and that I inspire you, it makes it super easy to get up in the morning and get punched in the face. So thank you, guys.
There we go. David, a pleasure having you back on. Can't wait to chat again, and good luck in your upcoming fight.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to be back on.
All right. There he is, Baby Hulk. David Wilson on the show. Shout out to the Baby Hulk. It's always good having him on. You know, catching up again. We had him on when the Triton Fights thing went down, and it was a pleasure talking to him. I mean, Street Beefs champion, 33 million views. I just still can't wrap my head around having 33 million views on a video that you're in. It's just nuts. And this is not the only one. He's got two Street Beefs videos. Actually, he's got, I think, 3 or 4. And here he is over here, 7.6 million views. It's just crazy, man. Very marketable young man, Mr. Street Beefs, David Wilson, who is now in the MMA world, doing some big things and hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
When the stream reset, I don't know what happened there, but I love talking to him. Let me know what you guys think about David Wilson. His predictions for UFC 268 were pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I think we're pretty much on the same page on all the top 3 fights. And yeah, Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje is opening up the main card. That's what it looks like. Let me go to the UFC website here. On Tapology, see, right over here, opening up the main card, Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler, which is an interesting move by the UFC. I'll talk about it in a second here, but let me just pull it up. Kamaru Usman looking to stay and still. Colby Covington looking to take the belt and get the redemption. But see, on the UFC website, they don't really update it. They have him as the top. They have them at the top 3. But according to sources all around the world, they're going to be opening up the main card. And here's the reason why I don't like it. I like a card like to me, Gaethje Chandler is like the fight. You know, listen. Usman Covington is a great fight. The first time was fire, one of the best fights. And I'm really looking forward to the rematch. But Gaethje Chandler is just fire. You know, it's just straight fire. So I feel like it should be like right towards the very end. To open the pay-per-view, I guess they really want to get these pay-per-view buys. I think that's what they're doing here. They're trying to say, okay, you better get the pay-per-view. You better not wait until the last second, try to stream it or whatever. We're gonna put one of our best fights, and we're going to start off the pay-per-view with that thing. I mean, to be followed by Shane Burgos and Quarantillo, it's not saying that fight's going to suck. That fight's going to be fire. Burgos Quarantillo is going to, Billy Q is going to be a fantastic fight. Billy Q is actually a guy that is all over the Twitter world. He's on MMA Twitter, making friends over there. Looks pretty good in the UFC. That one loss, not so bad, although it shocked the hell out of me.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Glove touch.
Moss, why you always trying to make couples you everyone's wingman or some shit?
Oh, man, let me tell you, because I can't. Here's the thing. I am spoken for now. I am a father. I'm a loving husband and a father. I can't play that game anymore, but I could play Love Connector. And then when they get married, I have to be in their wedding party and say a speech. So, you know. But I think the Baby Hulk dating game would be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
wonderful.
Glove Touch, and everyone that donated tonight. Sexy people. This fight's very good. Don't sleep on Burgos, man. He's coming off of 2 losses, but the guy is a firefighter, and this is a big opportunity for Quarantillo on the main card of a massive pay-per-view. So that's happening. Following the Gaethje versus Chandler fight, then Vera versus Edgar. That's a great fight too. Complete fire between the two boys. Frankie Edgar doesn't look good as of late. He won 1 fight out of his last 4 fights, and he's got a tough guy in Cheeto here. Cheeto's due for a loss, and he's the slight favorite. So I kind of like the answer in this one. We'll see. The answer has been a little sus because that shin that was unbreakable has finally been broken. Corey Sandhagen, and where is it? Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie, which he shouldn't have fought this fight, to be honest. It was just crazy going up and fight. That was stupid. So I can't do this. Max Holloway, and where's the Ortega? The Ortega one is the one that kind of spun things out of control. T-City. So this is the first time he got knocked out. I was shocked, to be honest with you. But he got knocked out there, and it kind of spiraled him out of control. He got the win over Cub, which is a pretty nice win. Cub still has some left in the tank. Lost to Maxi Boy. Shouldn't have fought that fight. Korean Zombie shouldn't have fought that fight. Pedro Munoz got a win, split decision, tough, hard-fought fight. Really good stuff here. Pedro now going down in weight. Corey Sandhagen just fought for the freaking belt. So Frankie Edgar still hanging in there at 40 years of age. Cheeto Vera, that's going down. We'll talk more about it on Fuqua Friday. We'll give the whole full-blown predictions. I think I'm leaning towards Frankie. I think I'm going Kamaru. I know I'm going Kamaru. Pretty sure I'm going Rose as well. In fact, I might throw some cash on Rose. Should I do it? Frankie Edgar and, Quarantillo versus Burgos. I'll give you the pick on Friday. I'm still undecided. Because I kind of want to pick Quarantillo, but Burgos off a 2 loss. I don't know. We'll see. Gaethje versus Chandler. I'm going Chandler. I gave my reasons during the Baby Hulk interview. So let me know who you have in the chat, as we had a fantastic show. If you want to see the interviews, if you want to run it back, we have Baby Hulk and Edir Terry from XMMA, which I think Edir was great too. Both guys, real fun interviews. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think Vera's got it in the bag. I mean, here's how I look at it. Unless Vera knocks him out, I think Frankie Edgar's got the answer. No, don't. She's not mentally there for this fight coming up, says Ann. What are we talking about? Oh, you talking about Rose? So you're saying Zhang Weili? Who are we talking about? Wow, such a diss to Gaethje. Justin Gaethje. Well, a lot of people picking Gaethje. Chandler by stoppage. See, I don't know how it's gonna. It's a 3-round fight, which I kind of wish it was a 5-round fight, but they're really going to be going for it the first 3 rounds. Imagine it becomes like a wrestling match. Imagine it's like not what we think. It's not fire. It's just a grappling exchange by both guys. That'd be nuts. Gaethje's leg kicks turn you to spaghetti. Yeah, the leg kicks is what's going to concern me. And he could clip him with an uppercut on the way in or some shit. But I definitely think Chandler's going to try to take this thing down to the ground. Imagine I don't think it sucks. I mean, I think it's an impossibility that the fight's going to suck. Even if it goes to the ground, I think Chandler's going to try to stay pretty busy. Colby, I by stoppage and Chandler. So Colby by stoppage, or will be by stoppage, I think you're trying to say. Oh, Colby, Weili by... Weili? I don't know what he's trying to say. You never know with Rose and her mindset. Yeah, it does. It does scare me to place that bet just because of that. But I feel Rose has never lost a rematch, right? I don't think. I think she's like undefeated in rematches and stuff. And think about it. It feels very Joanna-esque. I think this thing is going to go a decision. I feel that this fight will go a decision. I feel like it's the same thing, the same story. Finishing Joanna early, quick, shocking everybody. Does the same thing with Zhang, and we're going to go a decision, a war of a decision. But Rose gets the edge. But Rose, yeah, Weili, she's training with Cejudo and those guys over there, switching camps, cutting the hair, taking this very serious. So, yeah. Yeah, Justin's leg kicks are brutal as fuck. Hope he don't break his shit. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, if Justin could get those leg kicks going, that's going to be a tough night for Chandler. This could be a 1.5 rounder. Recluse abandoned. Colby, round 3. Wow. Round 3 stoppage, Colby Covington. All right, so this is interesting. We had Colby's teammate on in the first interview. Edir was talking about. I think Edir had some pretty interesting things to say about Colby, especially with the whole shtick. Colby's actually a super nice guy, humble guy, completely different from what, you see and hear on the interwebs. It's all an act with Colby Covington. That whole MAGA crazy boy shtick. Although, which doesn't add up. The thing that doesn't add up is with Top Team, you know, how he burnt all the bridges with the coaches and teammates. That's the only thing that doesn't add up over there. But apparently MMA Masters, you know, he's completely clean slate. You know, with the new camp, he's in great shape. This guy's not really a partier or a drinker. He says, you know, he runs around with these ladies, but I think he takes this very serious, this rematch. With that being said, everything that I've been seeing, he has his funny one-liners, the whole deal. But I can't go against Usman, man. Usman looks so freaking confident. If this Usman is a guy that is, we said this during the Masvidal fight. I'm not saying this is similar to him fighting Masvidal. This is a way tougher opponent for sure. You know, and Kamaru's toughest opponent to date, really. I mean, you look at that last fight, that was a war. But Kamaru is in this zone. Unbeaten in the UFC. Kamaru Usman is so nonstop, impenetrable, in great shape that I can't see Colby winning it in any way. I can't. I wanted to try to find the angles to go to Chaos. I think Chaos would be a hilarious champion. I think it'd be great. It'd be a lot of fun. A lot of good storylines. Got a lot of good matchups. Changes everything up. But Kamaru Usman is so fucking confident. We're going to find out. Tomorrow is the press conference. Hopefully I can get back from the doctors and we can do a stream. So make sure you hit the notification bell. But tomorrow we're going to find out, you know, we're going to watch these guys. We're going to see how they act with each other. We can see if we can pull any information from that. One thing I have to say and bring up, Kamaru Usman, when he was talking to the media, had a bandage across his knuckles. I'm not saying it's serious, but they brought it up to him and he said it was just a cut from wrestling. Maybe something's wrong with his hand. Maybe he just put a Band-Aid there to, you know, throw people off. I don't know. But it's a weird spot, you know? A knuckle, a big bandage across the knuckles. We don't know what that is. Is it an injury? Is it a bad injury to Kamaru Usman? I don't know, but he looks pretty confident. And I'm going to pick him. Actually, we put money on him already. My bookie. Link in the description down below. Promo code MMA-HOLES. All right, last words from the chat. As we flew through 2 interviews, I had a wonderful, wonderful time speaking to our guests. I want to thank Edir Terry for coming on. I want to thank David Baby Hulk Wilson for coming on. And I want to thank everyone in the chat for hitting that like button. Anyone that didn't hit the like button, they can go fuck themselves. Usman has become stronger mentally and physically. Yep, 100%. Usman ruined Colby's pace in the second round. Dana can't wait to see Usman break Colby's jaw again. Usman is just on a different level. I think Dana actually likes Colby. Colby would sell more than Kamaru, I think. I don't think Dana... Listen, Dana doesn't hold... I mean, if a guy is out there doing hard work, selling fights with his shtick, and, you know, he's throwing Dana under the bus, he don't give a shit. Dana just wants to, you know, pay-per-view buys and the whole deal. He wants everything to sell. Usman is not on a different level, says Tom Sawyer. Oh, my God. Tom, I have gloated since The Ultimate Fighter. I have been gloating each and every time, saying that Kamaru Usman is going to win. He's going to win. He's going to win. And every time I just laugh. When is everyone going to learn? I gloated last week when Glover Teixeira defeated Jan Blachowicz. This is Mystic Moss. If you're against me, you're wrong. It's that simple. If I see very confident in something, it happens. Kamaru Usman, listen, it's tough to gloat. He's the favorite in this one. But yet you're going to make me gloat again. Do not put your money on Colby Covington. Don't go to that juicy fucking underdog. Save your money, man. Save it. Kamaru is going to come out and he's going to go to work. He is not going to get in a firefight because Colby did a great job in the last fight of really getting Usman angry. And Usman wound up going in there standing and banging and got clipped a couple of times when he shouldn't have. He's going to go in there way more intelligent this time. And it's going to be a way different fight. And do you not forget, Colby Covington's jaw was broken. He was finished in the first fight. He was finished. Yes, it was competitive. Both of the guys have excuses that they made in that fight. Eye pokes, nut shots, whatever. They both have excuses. They basically wipe each other free. If you watch that fight again, you'll see very competitive into the 5th round. Second half of that 5th round, It was like watching the fucking Trade Center fall. Colby Covington just broke. Literally broke. So, if you're rooting for Covington, I have no problem with that. If you're rooting as a fan saying, man, I want Chaos to get this job done, I'm fine with that. But if you're putting your money behind it, why you got to waste your money? Root as a fan, talk shit on the internet, have a blast with that. I'm cool with that. We can go back and forth and, whatever. But if you're going to put money on a fight, I would highly recommend that you would steer clear of Colby. Because I don't think it's going to be his night again. That is my 2 cents. But you have every right to do whatever the hell you want with your money. That is my help. That's my mystical help for the evening. Thank you, Likers. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, joining us. Let's get out of here. Tomorrow, I'm going to see where the schedule lines up. If anything, I'll stay up tonight, schedule the stream for tomorrow. Maybe we'll do the press conference. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And Fuqua Friday's happening, and we'll react to the fights on Saturday night. Take a poll. Maybe the next stream we'll throw a poll. Maybe on the press conference or something like that. The line is separating even more, which is crazy. I made $25K betting the other guy you pick, so you lost. Why would you want to lose? Which we know you didn't bet 25. You can't even fucking do a $2 donation, for God's sakes, Tom Sawyer. You can't even do a $2 donation. You bet 25K. I think
this is #1 bullshit.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.